Right, now we can put down one of these. Nice. They are big. We don't want them to be in a spot where they're going to be... Oh, you've all completely melted. Alright. Cool. I thought this was not melting until like 150 MTI or something. Maybe it was 100. Because this is now completely opened up. What's that up? I can see something up in the distance up there. Up and behind. So I need to go around there. Anyway, what do we got here? Yeah, okay, we've got a ton of iridium in here. Right, well, let's just put a tier 4 drill up here. This can be my drill area. There you go. And that can now do 459. It'll actually do a lot more. It's just not going to tell me about it. Let's take all of these back. So what were we at? We were at about 6,500, I think, for pressure. Oh, 19,000. Yeah, that's just a slight increase. Okay, these have... This is spread even further. Okay, and yeah, we want to reposition you. It's not quite ready? Okay, once you're ready, I want to reposition you. You don't matter, because... I mean, I will reposition you as well, just because you're quite far away, and I wanted you closer to the shoreline. So let's put you down here. I feel the algae can come all the way up here when it finishes. So I don't want to be swimming around deeper than I have to collect it. You've got to be pretty close now. 97. Alright, well, let's just hang around here, I guess. Pick up some more sulfur, because why not? Right, and then should have enough to deconstruct you. Interrupts your growth, resets it, but oh well, that's fine. There we go, tier 2 recycling machine, Selenea, so it is a unique one. Let's put you down. I think that'll be fine. That might not be quite deep enough. Let's put it down here instead. That should be fine. It's a little bit closer, so that's good. So let's see what we need for that tier 2 recycling machine, and we can stick some osmium rods into it. What are we doing with all of this algae? That's the next question. Probably making bacteria samples. Let's do a bit of that, and also some fertilizer. So, 2 of those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we can make 3 fertilizer. Nice. So let's grab a couple more of those. Good. Hello, Aqua. Welcome, welcome. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Yeah, we still have a lot of water left over, which is good because I'm thirsty. And now we want to do something with these. We want to upgrade or place some flower spreaders. Super alloy magnesium. We can put down 3 of those. Is that the best use of fertilizer right now, though? Probably. Is this Subnautica? No, it is the Planet Crafter. That's why it says in the category, Planet Crafter. One of the Moon DLCs. Okay, so Super Alloy, Explosives, Selenium, and Circuit Board. Alright. That's cool. We have some of those. Explosives. Circuit Boards. What else is it? Super Alloy, so 2 Super Alloy. Which I happen to have, which is good. And then I can feed a rod into it and see what it does. And 2 Selenium. Finally, we have a use for this material that's been scattered over the ground, making us think it's iron. Similar characteristics? Yeah, it's very similar art style. Let's just block this off with this if we can. Oh, it's not gonna... Oh, okay, it's a big boy. Alright, well, let's just put you all the way down the end here then, maybe. Guess this is where having the big room comes in handy. So what do we got? Disintegrates an item every 45 seconds. Number of items extracted, 9. Huh? So it's not like the recycling machine where it just puts out the same materials as went into it. It does something different. Do we get a tier 3? So, 45 seconds, an item should be disintegrated. Also creates heat and pressure, which is nice. Not so nice when it's inside, but... Hey, Jira, welcome. Yeah, pretty good. Trying to terraform a dead moon, as you do. Okay, you're gone. You just gave me exactly the same... No, actually, yes. You just gave me exactly the same stuff. Okay. So I guess the advantage is that I can put more things in and I don't press a button, it just happens autonomously. But that's not very useful. I wonder what happens if I put, like, selenium into it. I'm curious. We've got to try some of these things. What happens if we put selenium into the recycle machine? Probably nothing, because I don't imagine it breaks apart into anything, but I'm curious to see what might happen. Well, we have some loose superalloy again, which is important when it comes to sending up rockets. And also placing these. So we need 3 superalloy out again, and 3 magnesium. And a bunch of water bottles. It's 3 per. Well, hopefully there's more in our lake collector then. And what do we got? 1, 2, 3. Tusker seeds are the best. Let's head down to the lakeside. See if we've got some more water. And plant some flowers. Let's put them along behind the drills, maybe. So the water should have spread as far as it's going to, I think, at this point. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Alright. Thankfully, ice is still on the ground. At least for now. So maybe we just gather up all of the ice that we can, turn it all into water bottles, rather than using our other supply, just because otherwise it's probably going to go away at some point. Lots. Okay, this is just a storm, it's not meteors or anything. Alright, so flower spreader 1, 2, and 3. Seed 1. Seed 2. And seed 3. Good. Seed 3PO. So much selenium around. I really hope it does disintegrate into something. And preferably something useful. You're empty when you use. Good. So let's hop upstairs and see if that's done anything. You in here? Nothing. So you don't do anything then. Okay, well, that's just not surprising, but a bit disappointing. Because it's like, what's the point of all of the selenium if it doesn't do anything, right? You just live in there, I guess. 1, 2, 3. We need to plant more mushrooms if we can. But we have enough to make 3 more bioplastic nuggets. Do we have more mushroom seeds? No. Okay. It's one thing we're lacking a little bit of. But we have what we need, I think, to make 3 of those, which is what we need to make another lake water collector. Now we just need magnesium, aluminium, and superalloy. Then the algae should be almost done, which means we can make more fertilizer, which means we can place down more flower spreaders. And so it continues. This is a little bit of a ramp segment. So let's put another water collector down here. Not quite ready, 74%, okay. Close. So what else do we have that we can make? Oh, we can break apart some osmium rods and ramp our pressure, that's right. Oxygen is the track that gives us tier 4 heater, though. We might have that already, and I might have just missed it. No, we don't quite. We're only halfway there. Yes, we do need a lot more oxygen, and that's what the plants are good for. Okay, we're getting close on our power again. We do have 3 of those. Let's put this upstairs. We can deconstruct some things as well, so let's just pop one of those in there. That should give us enough to make 3 more drills. We just need a explosive powder, which we don't have any spare. You know what? I think what we actually want to do at this point is cool down some more iridium. So we need 3 more silicon. I am still confused by that tier 2 recycling machine, because it doesn't seem that useful. It says number of items extracted, 9. So, well, yeah, that's all a rod takes in the first place. So what's the difference? If I put something in that would otherwise have extracted to fewer items, will it give me more? But is 9 just the maximum? So you can never get more value from a rod, but can I get value from something else? I don't know what else I have that I could try, but... magnetic field. There we go. Let's send you up and away. I forget how many satellites I even have in the air at this point. And actually, you know what? I wonder what happens if I put an explosive into the recycling machine. Rather than me deconstructing you manually, what happens if you go in here? I'm very curious to see what happens. Does it give me more than 2 explosive powder? Because that would be nice. Now, where are you all going? I can hear them, but I can't see where they're coming from. Are they going up the back or something? Is it because I moved the rocket, it's now in like a different location? I think it is, so they're all going up here instead. Whoop. Yep. It would seem so. Yeah, they've all been just coming in on such a sideways angle. Previously they were coming in from that direction. I'm so confused. Alright, whatever. Well, we were going to come scouting up here again anyway. I need a drink. Did I come up here again already? There's some crates in here. Is this the... yeah, this is the wreckage. For some reason it puts moss on the rocks already, even though they're from asteroids, so they shouldn't have moss on them. That's a bit silly. Not that I needed the loose iridium, because I could have just broken up some iridium rods as well, but, yeah, whatever. It's good to boost things. The bar for terraforming this planet, or moon, is lower, but it's still quite a lot to have to do. Oh, it's all way up there. How strange. Okay, we probably want to put a safety base up here. I thought I had at some point. Maybe I didn't get this far. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I didn't get this far around. Okay. So that's interesting. The fact that I put my rocket here makes things fall in a different place. That's a bit annoying, to be honest. Let's turn that into a rod, first of all. Then we've got some loose iridium that we can also turn into explosive powder. Yeah, we just get exactly the same thing. What's the point of that? I guess... is the idea that maybe you don't get the blueprint for that, so then you need this to make it easier for yourself? But I don't know. That doesn't seem very useful. Especially energy minus 283 versus 12.5. Like, if it's not doing anything extra for me, I don't see the point. Alright, well, we can put down another nuclear power plant anyway. So let's just plop you down over here. We're not expanding out this direction any further. I need a super alloy. We need to break up another super alloy rod, actually, because we want to place down a couple more big drills. Which means we're actually going to want to break up a couple of them, I think. We have so many. And as soon as we get the ability to make the bigger drills that use the rods, then we just go open season on making rods again. So first things first. There. Second drill could come up here. Which we should probably fetch more of the super alloy first. I mean, it is definitely easier to pick items up from that recycling machine than otherwise. I did always think with the recycling machine that it should go into a container, not just spill out over your base, so... But it was also a bit of fun, so I get it. But it just, at the way that it presents itself, as if it was like one of the crusher machines, where it broke items up into different things. It's a bit weird. And also that that is there, the tier 2's all the way there, it's not like grouped or anything, is also odd. Alright, tier 4 drill. 1, 2... 1 short. I thought I had enough for 3. But look at the TI go. 200, we get the biomass screen. Okay, so nothing useful. Biomass screen. Yay! Well, once we get enough oxygen, we'll get tier 4 heaters, which are the ones that actually then go outside. In the meantime, we could make a bunch of tier 3s. We've put 4 more in there. Well, in fact, we have exactly the right number of materials for 4 of them. So that's convenient. And I'm fairly sure we have enough power to sustain it, given that we put down another nuclear power plant recently. Nice. Take those out, and we can put down the other drill. Got some extra, because we only needed 1 more. Nice. What are we looking at here? 15,500 now for heat. 8 and a bit for oxygen. Almost 65 for pressure, which is about to increase even further. So the lake has gotten as big as it's going to. We've got moss growing on the rocks. I wonder what the next step is going to be. It's interesting to see or imagine how this world is actually going to change. Should probably put another entrance on the end of the tree dome as well. We might extend this off further, like we can do butterfly dome next, and then like the top-bottom aquarium as well. Here's the gas extractor. What do we need for that? We should put that down immediately. Super alloy zeolite iridium rod. Let's put you right outside, basically. Why not? And you'll start to get methane, which is good, because then I can start making mutagen and such. Let's put you guys away because I'm going to get more. This algae should be ready by now as well. You guys are not yet done, 77%, but I have a backlog. And we can also boost our plant production with a rocket. So it's a little bit repetitive at this point, you'll have to excuse that, but setting things up, now that we've had a bit of an unlock occur, that then we can set things up for the next round while we just explore and let numbers just naturally tick up again. Let's do a couple of bacteria sample anyway, we can always break them apart again. Hydration level low, well what do you know. Yeah, we always get 15, that's good. Which means we can always make 3 fertilizer. Do we have spare Luma seeds? We do not. Not here anyway. So that means we're going to have to deconstruct a grass spreader, but that's fine. Do that, take out one of those. Actually send up 3 rockets, potentially. We have the spares, so I think we probably should. So we'll deconstruct 3 grass spreaders. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that they're kind of going to waste at that point, but like I mentioned before, the fact you're getting such a big boost to plants, like biomass be increasing by over 1,000%, makes it super worth it. Like, where did we even get that one from? That was from here, wasn't it? Yeah, 1,250. 2 of those is 2,500. So maybe just send up 2. Then we get the seed spreader rocket, which is oxygen. And then we start ramping further on here. Almost at half a ton of plants, but that's why we need to send up some of these, because then... Oh, we're almost at tier 2 flower spreader. Excellent. But then the gap between 500 kilograms and 35 tons is quite a big one. So that's where the rockets come in. But maybe we just send 2 up for now. 2 rocket engines and deconstruct 2 grass spreaders. You are a grass spreader. And you are a grass spreader. Cool. So that gives me the Lerma seeds. Plant rockets. Whoomp. Off you go. Watch the terraform index number start to really accelerate. Especially with the second one. Yeah, it's a noticeable acceleration in how fast it ticks up. Nice. We have way too much water bottles now. At least for now, until we start making a lot more bacteria samples. Tier 2 flower spreader, there we go. So what's the difference between tier 1 and 2 again? An extra fertilizer for a start, but fewer water bottles. We're going to end up with more water bottles. And we no longer use the magnesium. Okay. So let's... When we do want to replace as opposed to... I mean, we do want more, but we will replace them in the meantime. So we're going to reduce the numbers that we have to start with. Until we get some more algae. Maybe we should deconstruct these again, to be honest. That's the first one. Yeah, it doesn't give me any extra. Other than the fact that it collects it for me, which is nice. But I prefer the fact that with the tier 1 recycling machine, you just press a button. Yes, it flies everywhere, but at least it's immediate. You just press the button and it's done. So I think we're going to deconstruct this and replace it with a tier 1. We'll need 2 deconstruction microchips. That's just like magnesium and something, isn't it? Silicon. So 2 of those, and I need 2 silicon. Maybe I should have left the ore extractor so I could just plunder it for things every now and then, but it never gave me what I wanted. I don't have any food on me. I should go get some beans. I'm looking forward to being able to get some bees to make honey so I can make my own high quality food. But in the meantime, I do have some beans spare anyway. Let's collect these. Should be done now. Yep, good. We'll worry about deconstructing that later. It's such a wasteful power draw, given that it's not really giving me any added benefit. Unless I'm missing something, but I can always make it again if I look online and find that I was missing something with it. I don't like to read ahead and look up about things on this, but if there's something that I've already unlocked that I'm getting confused by, it's like, alright, let's see what the deal is. Okay, oxygen canisters I'm still getting. I mean, they are useful at a certain point. I guess we'll put those in with here for now. And then what was I doing with the silicon? What was I doing with the silicon? I can't even remember what I was doing. Well, I need 2 of those to make fertilizer anyway. What was I doing? 2 fertilizer. And then we'll be deconstructing some of these. I can just make one, but I will be, like, replacing old ones. Oh, it was the deconstruction chips, that's right. So, 2 of those. And then, what was it for that? I just need 1 extra super alloy. I have a bunch on me. Deconstruct you. And replace with just a normal one. And things will just fire off into the wall, and that's fine. We can just deconstruct the explosives if we want. I haven't encountered anything that we need explosives for yet, so you know what? Let's just do that. And it's so satisfying pressing the button and have it all explode. It's great. Right, let's upgrade some plant spreaders. We've got you here. You're going to be a tier 2. You're just a grass spreader. Okay, you're going to be turned into a rocket at some point. You're a flower spreader though. Tier 2. And where's our purple ones? Here we go. I do like the pink ones. Yeah, they don't give as much And in fact, yeah, the correct thing to do is to swap those around. Cool. Alright, and now we'll want to make some extra fertilizer to be able to upgrade the others over time. But for now, we've got, what, you're tier 1, and you were 644 at 400%. You are 1300 at 400%. So it's basically double. Yeah, double. But also 4 times as much plants. So that increases the biomass metric even faster. All of these veggie tubes, completely useless now. So how are we going here? So have we unlocked the heater yet? Not yet. Yeah, oxygen's still ticking up pretty slowly overall. It's steady, but it's not as fast as we'd like. However, biomass, we're now escalating on. We've got plant rocket, but where's the oxygen rocket again? Ah, 650 MTI total is oxygen rocket, so we want to ramp whatever we can. Maybe we just make more drills, to be honest. We can deconstruct more of these. If we put 8 drills down first. So we need to manually load it in for these, but and manually collect it. But we don't have to wait. That's the key point. We don't have to just let it take 45 seconds for the pleasure of putting it into a container. So it ends up much quicker. Good. We probably want a door upstairs too, actually, come to think of it. We've got one of those. Oh, we don't have enough space for things, do we? Oh, we have too many water bottles again. From the flower spreaders. So we just want a silicon and a titanium, of which there are neither. Okay. Let's go place the drills first, shall we? And drink. Where's a silicon? There's a titanium. So we'll put a door here. It's right by the ladder. Yeah, that's perfect. Good. Right, 3 more drills. Which should boost our TI even more handsomely. Look at that number go. It's skipping digits now. Perfect. That's what we like to see. And there's actually greenery on the ground now that isn't from our grass spreaders. So that's good to see. So let's go collect algae again. We might want another tier 2 algae generator, to be honest. We get enough algae each time to make 5. So let's collect these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means we can upgrade 3 more flower spreaders. Nice. Send up 2 more rockets, upgrade 3 more flower spreaders. Grass spreader can be deconstructed. Grass spreader deconstructed, so that's the 2 rockets. And then you're already tier 2. You I want to be tier 2. Where are you? There. Oh, I need more super alloy. There. There. And the pink one can also now change. We should put a Tusker seed in it instead, but that's fine. And then we want 1 more super alloy to do 1 more flower spreader. I don't think we have any more tier 1 flower spreaders, actually. So if we look at these, tier 2... Oh no, we've got 3 more somewhere. Alright. Oh, of course, down by the drills. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. So let's deconstruct one of these to get loose super alloy. Yes, that's the other thing that the tier 3 drills are probably going to be useful for at some point, is deconstructing them to get the aluminium just to make super alloy, because we do not have wild super alloy otherwise. Rocket engines, 3 of them. No, 2 of them. 2 more plant rockets. Let's get that zooming. That combined with the tier 2 flower spreaders, so much more biomass. We're doing this one a little bit more properly in terms of how we should have done our previous quick saves, I think. It's easier when you're not getting as distracted by exploration, though I do have a lot of that still to do. Do we have the screen yet? Almost. 550 MTI will get the orbital information screen, and then we can actually remind ourselves of our satellite count. Oxygen is getting there. That's not the thing that we're accelerating. This is. Such a huge jump between the flower pot and the tier 4 heater on the oxygen track too. It is kind of crazy. And then the tier 2 tree spreader, which half the time we've ended up unlocking before the tier 1 tree spreader, I think, just because that requires so much biomass. But this time we have been boosting our biomass with the rockets. Anyway, one more thing I was going to do. Well, first let's harvest everything else. We want the squash backlog for when it comes to upgrading fertilizer to tier 2. And we want more mushrooms to be able to make more bioplastic nuggets if need be. And actually, you know what? Let's just drive off on our way there. We'll just keep things on us. We'll have extra super alloy, but meh, that's fine. It's only a few inventory slots. Time to do some more exploration.